Welcome, Chris, to the Relaxation Station.
Hey, listen up, La Mesa. All right, listen up, La Mesa. In our effort to support local businesses in La Mesa and her surrounding communities, we are headed to Relaxation Station to meet with Brett Badger of Badgers Earthscapes to talk about landscape architecture do's and don'ts, why his backyard feels like a tropical paradise, and what is in this drink. I'd like to introduce you to Badgers Earthscapes. All right, listen up, La Mesa. I'm the Realtor Dad, Chris Melingonis, and I'm here with Brett Badger with Badgers Earthscapes. Thanks for having me over.
Thank you, Chris, for coming.
Yes,
Welcome.
absolutely, and thank you for the drink.
Enjoy that foo-foo drink.
They're good.
They're good, aren't they?
Earthscapes. Tell me a little bit about what you do and a little bit how long you've been in business and what's your favorite thing about what you do.
Well, I have been doing this gig for going on 30 years now. Next year will be my 30th year of doing this. So I'm getting pretty good at it. You know, I figured out the ins and outs of this business. It's not easy work, but it is very gratifying.
And when we say Earthscapes, I'm thinking architecture. I'm thinking landscaping, architecture. You know, as we can see from your beautiful backyard here. I mean, I feel like I'm in a tropical paradise. I got my foo-foo drink, and we're at Relaxation Station. I think of architecture where you can kind of customize a design for someone's backyard. Is that how that works?
What I like to do when I first meet a client is I need to not speak for a while. I need to listen to what they want, what's their wants. Today, the fashionable thing is to bring your living room outside. We live in Southern California, so every square inch, you might as well take advantage of it. So if you can bring yourself outside, enjoy the weather, do what you would do inside, but in a more relaxed atmosphere. I like to create those for people. I like to give people things they're going to use, which would be barbecue islands, fire pits, beautiful landscapes, things like that. What that also does is it also brings their friends and family outside. So people enjoy showing off what they have and entertaining more than they would inside. They're bringing it outside and taking advantage of this beautiful San Diego weather. And here's a big mistake a lot of homeowners make. A lot of weekend warriors are like, hey, we're just going to do this ourselves. We watch DIY. We know how to do this. They're going to put the wrong plant in the wrong place. They're going to buy the wrong plant, number one, for this region. And then they're going to wonder why that plant died in the first month, right? So I know I've killed more plants than you can shake a stick at. 29 years, trust me. So I know basically what will survive in our region, our zone, which is 9 through 11 here in San Diego. It's a great town to work in. I don't care what you do. This is a service town, and what I mean by that is if you can provide a service of any service, people will pay you to do this, right? I enjoy what I do. I love what I do. It's a passion. But to go back to that, I was sitting at a stoplight about 15 years ago in Rancho Santa Fe, and a truck pulled up next to me and it said, "We scoop your poop." And it was truck number 37. So we
37 pooper scoopers.
We live in a service town, and I'm glad that I can provide this service for folks. It's like I said, it is my passion. It's what I do. And I can't imagine doing it in any other city.
So sitting in your backyard here, I mean, we've got, decorations, beautiful flowers, plants, and I see a lot of stonework, woodwork. What is your favorite thing that you like to do? Something you really, really enjoy encompassing your whole business?
It's hard to pick a favorite because I enjoy what I do. I'm that rare individual that when I wake up in the morning, I'm actually excited to get to work. And a lot of people don't have that attribute, right? So it's something that when I get up, there's a project that has to be done. My guys that work for me and I, we're all on the same table. We've done each one 100 times, so we have a template in our heads how to put things together. And we're not the slowest workers in the world. It's amazing how people they'll say, "Wow, you just started a few days ago and you're done." It's like, well, this is job number 737 that we did this way, right? But it's hard to pick a favorite, Chris. I would have to say the water features, only because I've never done two that are identical.
Okay.
A water feature, they're all different animals. They'll all have different sounds, different looks, different shapes. They're in different areas of yards. And I think I just enjoy them because of the simple fact that when you walk into a backyard, when you walked into my backyard, I think you noticed my waterfalls first,
Right away, I could hear them and I could see them. They stand out, and I like the lights that come with them.
Exactly.
Well, it kind of exemplifies the water.
You do. You have to light them up at night. Water dances at night. A lot of people don't realize that, but it's a whole different thing at night. So if I'm going to put a water feature in your yard, I'm going to light it up. There's no doubt about that.
So, how long have you lived in La Mesa?
Let's see. I bought my house in 1990, so I've been here a few years. Yeah, I grew up in Spring Valley. I was at 14. I started working for my oldest brother, just doing maintenance for a large apartment complex right up the street here on Dallas Street, and got the experience, learned how to do things. He taught me things about plants and trees and shrubs and how to fix sprinklers, all that kind of stuff. So the seed was implanted at an early age for me.
What would be the one thing you would tell them not to do?
The one biggest mistake homeowners are making is they buy trees that are not the right tree for that area. What I mean by that is they're buying a tree that looks so cute when it was in a pot this big, and they're planting it 3 feet from their house, not knowing this tree has the capability of getting 50 feet tall. And what happens, and as a realtor, tree roots do a lot of damage, and they can cost homeowners thousands, not hundreds, but thousands of dollars.
So, if someone wanted to utilize your service, how could they get in touch with you?
I have a website, Badgers Earthscapes, www.Badgers Earthscapes, so they can look at that. That website's about 900 years old, so excuse me, I had to update that. But you could just call me. I mean, La Mesa, of course. I do a lot of work in La Mesa.
Well, Brett, thank you so much for the drink, for the tropical landscape. I got to bust out my Hawaiian shirt.
Mine's a little tighter than I would like it to be. Just saying.
Well, thanks so much for having me. Really
Thank you, Chris. I do too.
Thank you for watching another episode of Listen Up La Mesa, where we support and feature local businesses here in La Mesa and her surrounding communities. If you'd like to feature your business on this show, please contact me directly. Thank you.